Morning and happy Tuesday. I hope you guys are having a awesome Tuesday. I am having an awesome Tuesday, and today is day 4. Today's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. No, day 5. Okay, today is day 5 with tonsillectomy, and like I say, I'm moving in a great direction. I'm getting better. One thing that I've noticed, and I know a lot of time when you be put to sleep and when they put you on the anesthesia, a lot of time I have a problem pronouncing it. You don't get to go to the bathroom right away and have a number 2. So I noticed, I'm like, oh, I'm not really going to the bathroom. So even though pickle juice is like, so I didn't have like a stool softener or anything like that. Or maybe too, I'm not eating a lot. I don't know. But I've started taking little sips of pickle juice. I know pickle juice will send you to the washroom. So I've noticed that I have not went to the bathroom yet. So in a minute, if I'm still not able to go, I will reach out to the doctor and be like, hey, ever since I had the surgery, I haven't been able to go to the bathroom. I haven't had a bowel movement. I'm sorry for being so specific, guys, but I'm trying to help somebody else that may be in my age group, and they're going to have a tonsillectomy, and they may have some of these problems. Gino, don't kiss me in the mouth. No. They may have these problems, so my videos be also to try to help somebody else that's going to go through it or whatever, because I see a lot of the videos, and when people have it done, it was a lot of younger people, and like I said, they predict us in our 50s for it to be very painful. Through the grace of God, I have not been experiencing a whole lot of pain. The more I talk sometimes, I notice that my throat can be a little tired or whatever. So I was telling my best friend, I was like, you know what I noticed? I noticed that this time around, sometimes when you be put to sleep, especially when they're using a breathing tube to help you breathe, and they're putting all that down your throat, on top of working on your throat, you wind up with the worst sore throat ever. And I remember the anesthesiologist was like, oh, I'm going to give you something real good to help with pain. I'm going to take care of you real good. And she said, that's because your anesthesia, and my best friend's a nurse, and she used to work right alongside surgeons in operating room. And she said, that's because he took his time. So that a lot of times you sleep and they ram that thing down your throat and all that. She's like, he really took his time and everything. And she was like, that's why you experiencing no pain and different stuff like that. And I was like, oh, you know what? And the staff was really nice. I'm actually going to have to thank them because I'm doing very well. So that's the only thing that I have noticed, that I have not been able to go to the restroom. So, and I notice a lot of time with surgery that can happen. No, don't lick mom in the mouth. Okay, no. I'm gonna blow in your nose. You see, you don't like me to blow in your nose. I don't like you to lick me in the mouth. Okay, I'm gonna blow your nose. I'm gonna blow you. Want me to blow your nose? Want me to blow your nose? Want me to blow your nose? He don't like that. I don't like you kiss me in the mouth, Gino. So, yes, that. And with my sewing series, guys, I want to thank you guys for coming aboard, and for the other people that sew, thank you guys for leaving your input to also help other people in the sewing community, the sewing world. Like I said, I also learned offline. All of my stuff been offline. I never been to a traditional sewing school, so a lot of things you want to get down. I'm sorry for blowing in your face. I'm sorry, babe. I didn't go to a traditional sewing school, so everything I learned offline. So I am grateful and thankful. So for me, sewing is very therapeutic for me. So for y'all, that a lot of people that have been following me for a while and different things like that, y'all know that I deal with some mental health things. I lost my son, so I do have depression, anxiety, and stuff like that. Agoraphobia, stuff like that, really bad. So for me, sewing is very good. So what I would say for me personally, like I said, I went to this therapist. The last therapist I had, I loved her because she understood me. She understood the things I was going through. She understood my needs, and she wasn't the type of therapist that pushed pills down your throat. Me personally, I don't feel that pills will save everything. But for me with depression, you could be doing fine and everything could be going great, and just one day you will get up and disconnect from the world. I don't want to do this no more. Bloop, flatline. And people be like, what? You was doing so good and you was doing great and this and that and that and then and you just stop. So let me be clear, the things I have to do, like stuff I got to do for the work at home stuff and things, I'm going to do that. No questions asked. But things I don't have to do, I will opt out from doing it. So y'all see me engage, the people that saw me on TikTok, and I have the ability to engage with my TikTok viewers and get customers. They buy things from me. I'm so grateful and appreciate it. No matter what it is I sell, I've had the ability to engage with my audience due to social media and make profits from that. So what I tried to explain to a couple of my customers, when you have a person like me that deal with that depression, everything could be going great and just one day you'll just be like, boom, I don't want to do it. With no explanation whatsoever, you will disconnect quickly. And it kind of be like out of your control, like you can't. And it's like, I just can't. And it's like, if I can't commit to something and do something wholehearted, I don't want to be half-assed. And for me, I engage with my customers, meaning they could talk to me on the phone, we can dialogue. But when you're dealing with deep depression and anxiety and stuff that I do, you don't want to deal with that. And then it's like all of a sudden you got your customers just close to you and they're used to talking to you, doing it. And now they're texting and calling and you don't even want to answer the phone. It's not fair to your customers. So I had to be honest with myself and also get honest with my viewers and my customers and let them know what I'm dealing with. So for my mental health, I decided to unplug. Right now, I need to take care of my mental health. I don't feel that I'm a candidate to be servicing my customers right now. I need to take care of me. And a lot of time, I think we put a lot on our plate where we think we could do everything and genuinely we can't. So I'm learning now what's good for me, what's not for me, what I can do, what I can't do, and being honest. Hey, I'm going through something right now. It's not a good time. And sometimes you'll get people, girl, God gave you that talent. You ain't going to do nothing with it. How dare you? And they don't understand. Yeah, God can give you that talent, but if you don't stop to take care of you to figure out what's going on behind the scene, you're going to put yourself right in the bloop. And I don't mean in that way. I mean, you just going to hit the ground and you might not be able to get back up and resurface and come back better. So what I realize is that I need to take care of me. So that's what I'm doing behind the scenes. Even though I'm not servicing you guys, I'm still learning. I'm still getting better. I'm getting healthy. So when I do come back, I'll come back better. And what I'm realizing is that when I do come back, a lot of people that does the sewing stuff in their online community and they servicing their customers, I notice a lot of y'all don't interact like that with your customers. It's online through email, and you know, y'all can text and stuff. Y'all not giving y'all customers one-touch access. So I would feel like that's what I was doing wrong. Everything is online. So I think that a lot of times I give too much of myself and it become overwhelming for me. And it's not y'all fault that happened. It's just that that's how I was conducting my business. And for somebody with my disorders, it's not good for me. So I can't connect like that because it'll make y'all think, oh, she's a weirdo. She's not talking now. Or y'all might think I'm a scammer because now I'm not on the phone how I was. It's all to my depression. I'm just being honest with y'all. So that's what go on. And then I have a speech impediment. So there's a lot of things I can't pronounce and different stuff like that. So thank you guys. So when I originally started my YouTube channel, I used to be the wig lady. And there was a lot of things I could not say in what I say. And what I find that my viewers, they liked that about me because they realized I wasn't trying to be something I was not. I wasn't trying to use all these big words and couldn't pronounce them. And, you know, I was just little old me. And they liked it, my original, not me being original. So when y'all see me and I make these mistakes in my videos, they be stumbling over the words. I kind of leave them because that's what people have known me for, to just be authentic. Just let it go. You know, just let it go. Just let it go. Just let it go. So I'm grateful that y'all here. We here in the sewing community together. Like I said, I don't judge. I don't get online and judge other people that sew, that make clothes. You find somebody that you connect with and you go from there. I'm a work in progress. So I'm learning. When I'm learning, I'm sharing the little steps that I'm learning. But like I said, I don't feel that I'm at a point that I should be teaching because I'm still learning. And I feel like when you do that, it's like, come on now. You're not even 100% what you're doing. You're a teacher. Cut it out. So I'm not gonna do that. But I watch a lot of the fashion stuff. And for me, fashion is being creative. A lot of times fashion is stumbling over something that you don't even know that's going to happen. If you look at a lot of this stuff and watch these people, ouch, you know, your nails, you're scratching me back. You don't even realize, like, I think they stumble across, because I've stumbled across a lot of stuff. So when you see this dress in the background, I knew the base of the dress. I knew it was going to be a sweetheart. I knew it was going to be oversized. Now, mind you, none of this stuff, the base is here, the skirt is here, none of this is connected, okay? So I knew the base of the dress of what I wanted to do. But this dress is going to be a 3D dress, so that's why you see me troubleshooting and doing all this little stuff behind the scenes, because when I get something that resonates with, oh, I like that, then I'll make it a permanent fix. But when you're doing fashion, be bold. Do something that somebody might look at it that look crazy, but you might get one person to think it look crazy, 100 people that love it. So I know this fashion, you got to raise the bar. Be bold. Don't be boring. Put something out there that right now, you probably, a lot of stuff I might put out there, I don't even, to be honest, I'm not really crazy about the orange dress. But somebody was like, oh God, I really love the orange dress. I really love the details. And you outdid yourself with this. But in my mind, when I'm looking at it like, not for me. But you see how somebody else can like that dress. So that's what's going on with me, guys. I appreciate y'all being here. So for me, I tell the people that's close to me that sometimes they might be, worried. And they be like, you don't answer the phone. So a lot of time I'm doing YouTube videos in the morning and stuff like that. I'm doing videos. I'm recording. So I don't stop my recording to kind of like take calls. So this, me sewing, is very therapeutic for me. It helps me. It works great with me for my depression, because instead of sitting here thriving on my problems, I'm behind the scenes, I'm making stuff. So the therapist that I went to, and I just went, my doctor was like, hey, try it, because my therapist retired. She said, hey, just try somebody new. Just see if there's something out there. I prefer women than men, but they only had this man. They had two people. They had one therapist that I fired already, because when my son got killed, he was killed, and I called my therapist. I was getting ready to take a fight to exit because she called me for 5 minutes. I'm trying to cope. That lady never called me, and I was gone 2 weeks, and I went back to the office, and it was on a business day, and I'm not asking this lady to call me from home, do nothing unprofessional. And she said, oh, I'm so sorry about your son. I said, do that phone work? She was like, yeah. And I was like, I wasn't asking you to call me at home. I wasn't asking you to call me on your personal phone. It was 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm at the airport having a pure nervous breakdown, and all I asked, if you could just give me a call, just to talk to me, just to give me some troubleshooting skills, just something. I felt like I needed somebody who's the best person to go through mental health. I said, what it shows me, you don't care about your patients. I'm telling you, I lost 3 people in the same day. My whole family been executed, and you can't even get on the phone and give me 5 minutes of your time. And then you telling me you my friend. You're not my friend. You're my therapist. Stop playing with me. But I'm not coming back to see you no more, because it showed me you don't give a damn about your patients. So I came here to sit down in your face. The next patient that goes through a critical issue like me, be a better therapist. You can't be my therapist doing that. That showed me you don't care about your patients. So I had to get rid of her. So that was the only 2 options I had, because a lot of therapists be out of your network with your insurance. They don't cover it. So it was him and her. So I tried him out. This man didn't let me. He didn't read nothing about me. Nothing. He don't know what's going on. He talked to me for 45 minutes. Oh, yeah, you need medicine. Yeah, medicine. Number one, he didn't take in account. He didn't know that I'm gifted behind the scene. This man had no idea that I might not go outside like that, but I'm very active in my house. I do a lot of crafts. I cook. I do clothes. I do reborns. I do hats. So I'm very gifted with my hands. I always find something creative and crafty to do. I'm not in here bawling my eyes out. the job that I got, I can work from home and log in and stuff. So that suits me. I don't got to go out there and drive around. I don't got to get dressed. I don't got to. That's why you always see me in this dress. Because I don't got to get up and put on clothes and do all this type of stuff. I don't. So, and then honestly, with the grocery store, I never liked grocery shopping. I've always never liked the grocery store. Now they just made life easier where, hey, you can have somebody to order your food. So when my friend girl was like, you complain too much. The only thing that I would say as a consumer, I feel like I have a right. When it comes to grocery picking, they have a lot of younger people picking your food. So the cases of pop, water, soda, all the heavy stuff. I broke my wrist. I have a rod in my wrist. So a lot of times the heaviest stuff I don't like to carry. So for them to bring that right to your door, the 32 case of water, all that's really great. I do feel that for my meats, I do need to go into the grocery store and go get it myself. Just take out 20 minutes, woosah, go in the grocery store. Don't worry about the customers that's in there. Engage with the food. Go on my list. Get what I need to get and get out of there. So I get a lot of anxiety being around people. But I think that my thing is I'm focusing on everybody around. Forget about the people. Go in there, execute what I'm there for. Because like I say, when they go pick your stuff, if they pick the piece of salmon, they might get a piece of salmon that you wouldn't pick. When they pick my tomatoes, they'll pick a tomato that's not ready. Or if they pick avocados, I might want avocados today. They don't know that. And so they might give me all hard avocados. So if I was going to have a quesadilla, I can't have it today because my avocados is hard. So with the pickers, they should have a consumer and say, hey, if you're picking groceries for somebody, you don't know if this person want to eat this today or tomorrow. Give them some avocados that's soft if they buy in a bag and some that's hard. So I mean, if they wanted the avocados for dinner today, they can eat them versus have to wait until they get ready. So, you know, kind of like that. So I feel like that's the only thing where you fall short with the pickings of the grocery pickers for the food. They don't, you know, they don't know what to pick for you. But I think any of the solid items, that eggs, all that, hey, great. So I don't engage with large groups of people. I don't like going to. So even if I go to the movies, if a movie just come out, I'm not going to go to movies with a whole lot of people that my anxiety is through the roof. I wasn't always like this. How this happened overnight, I don't know. I almost got kidnapped. So maybe that put the fear of God in me. And then like the therapist didn't get my history. I grew up in a traumatizing environment in Chicago. So when you come from these traumatizing environments, a lot of times you have a lot of fear from things that you've seen. But he didn't allow me to express none of that. He just want to diagnose me and pop a pill. You need this pill. And then he didn't even consider, I don't even think he didn't even know how old I was because he never looked at myself. So when I told him I'm 50, he said, you're 50? Like, yeah. He didn't even know because he never educated himself who I was coming out. Just some black lady. She needs some meds and I'm going to send her to my friend. We're going to write these pills and we're going to keep this game going. No, you're not going to pop a pill down my throat. Get to know me. Understand what's going on. And then you probably can see, oh, she have a lot of this stuff going on, but at the same time, she's functioning. She's eating. She's going to doctor's appointments. She's working. She's still thriving, but she's just doing stuff on a low-key level. The older you get, sometimes more laid back you get. He didn't allow me to express none of that. He didn't want to hear none of that. He just want, oh, you don't go outside. You don't go to the grocery store. Oh, that's boom, boom, boom. But I'm so active behind the scene. One thing I love about my doctor's a really good doctor. She understands I'm not a medicine type person. Like y'all see, I done had tonsil surgery and I'm not taking those painkillers, you know what I mean? Because I'm not in pain like that. I didn't throw them away in case if the pain do come. I'm just taking the normal stuff. I'm not into, and no, for the people that's probably wondering, do you not take painkillers and stuff? Have you ever been an addict? Have you ever been on drugs? Through the grace of God, no. I've never been on any drugs. Never smoked anything like that. Never did any of that. Because I know a lot of people say most people that did drugs, they have a problem with pain meds and stuff because it can trigger their addiction. True. But no, I don't have an addiction. I'm just not in pain like that. And I feel it don't make sense for me to be medicating a problem for me that I don't have. I appreciate the fact that the doctors did give me the proper medication. A lot of times they won't give black people pain meds because they think we all addicted to them. So I do appreciate that these surgeons realize this woman is having a major surgery, and most people in her age category, they followed the chart, they experience extreme pain. So I do appreciate the fact that they treated me just like they would treat any other patient that's coming in there at my age and getting it. And they gave me access to the pills just in case. So I will say appreciation to the surgeons that did that, because a lot of times they when it comes to, and I'm not trying to do a black and white thing, but they would give us some Tylenol and we could have some serious fucking injuries. They would give us, my son flipped a car 3-4 times. That car totaled out. His neck, back, everything messed up. But, you know, he's young. So they told him to take Tylenol, you know. And then I don't know my son's, you know, like, because a lot of times, a lot of these younger people, they may smoke marijuana or something. And then if you have that on your chart, they can see that and they might think that, oh, this person has smoked marijuana. They might have addiction and they might not give it to you. So I understand it. I do feel that you do need to follow somebody's chart and look if they have a history of drugs. And I do think that you prescribe accordingly. So through the grace of God, on my chart is in there, I've never did drugs. So that, I thank the doctors for looking at that and knowing that she's not a candidate that's going to misabuse prescription drugs. She never have, never been on it. So I truly appreciate that. So I do thank the surgeons that they took out the time to look at that and stuff like that. But for the therapists that's seeing these people, get to know your patient. If you're a white therapist, read up, get to understand black people, get to understand their cultures. If you're treating an Asian person, get to understand their cultures, because a lot of things can be not necessary to do with their anxiety. It could be the way they was raised. A lot of times black mamas put fear in their kids, so we born with a lot of fear. Don't do this, don't do that, hey, watch out, you know. So we born with a lot of anxiety and a lot of fear, and realize that people hurt you. And then in a lot of white communities, a lot of times y'all real friendly. I see my neighbors and not on a white and black thing, but the kids are too friendly. They're not going to go, hi, how you doing? Can I come in your house? And I'm like, no. And I'm like, a lot of time I don't think that parents teach their kids. People will hurt you. You see a lot of these teachers, women now, abusing kids. And these little kids is so friendly. And I'm like, no, 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 you can't come in my house. No, 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 go, go, go. Because I want them to be fearful. You don't know me. Go, go. And I tell them, and it's like, the mom is not so friendly, but she got her kids too friendly. People, please teach your kids, because the woman you thinking is the best nice lady can be a predator. The man you thinking is the best nice person can be a predator. So teach your kids. Don't let them be so friendly. Don't let them be too friendly, because when they be so friendly, that's when these predators are able to get their trust. Please keep your kids from knocking on people's doors, talking to them, asking to come in their house. You know what I mean? I live in a townhome, because the kids, they just friendly. And I'm like, no, you know. And a lot of times, you know, mothers get mad if you say something to them, you know, like, oh, you know, your kid, you know. So it's like, I don't know, but I appreciate all that. But I think the therapists, get to know your patient. Read their background. It be months before we get on these calendars. Study the person, understand what they're going through, and then go from there. But the first day, if your patient tell you they don't do medicine, don't try to have them leaving and popping a pill. It's not good therapy. So that makes me shy away. So my YouTube channel is a healthy dialogue for me. So when y'all see me expressing myself the way I do, I'm doing my sewing channel. I'm doing this. This is healthy communication. Even though y'all not here, but I'm communicating. I feel as though I'm doing something positive. You know, even when I'm having a bad day, I'm communicating. So a lot of times I tell my friends, if y'all worried about me ain't talking, go to my YouTube channel. You know I'm okay. So with that being said, that's what's going on. And I'm going to we're going to do a little bit here today. So when I do a troubleshoot like this dress, I'm not for sure of what I want to do with it. But we in this 3D world. We in this 3D world behind the scene, this 3D dress thing. Like I say, none of this is, the bias is created. The bottom of the skirt is not connected. So what I do, I take fabric like this. I take fabric like this and I ruffle it. I do a little different stuff like that. So let's see. Let's do something creative. So I already started pinning some stuff here. So I'll come here. And what we be doing is just putting something out there and just seeing if it'll work, if it'll fit or whatever, how it's going to look or whatever. So this is a lot of times what I do. I have no idea how I want or what I want. So I will come along and take some fabric and I will do stuff like this to see Sometimes I make mistakes. Sometimes I don't like it. And remember, you don't like it, you can pull it off. But it's just being more creative, not just staying ordinary. I don't want to be just ordinary. I want my stuff to stand out. So I will come along and do something. Sort of, kind of like this. So I start playing with the fabric. So when they talk about 3D and different things like that, this is the 3D effect. And then I'll take this, because when you take this torch and I start burning this, it make this fabric kind of curl up, kind of really make it look like a flower. Be careful when you're doing this. If you don't know what kind of fabric you're burning, do not. And don't burn it next to your dress like this. A lot of times I'm talking and I'm doing stuff, but I wouldn't say do it like this, because you could accidentally burn a hole in the fabric that's connected to this. So, not saying that I'm going to leave this like this. So you will see me behind the scenes, and you will see me start to create things like this dress, and we're doing this 3D stuff. So I burnt too far, see that? So I have to fix that. Burnt a hole right in it. So you don't leave it on there like that. You just kind of glide through. So a lot of times I have no idea what and how I'm gonna do the design. Okay, right away I won't know. But I'm really into this 3D art. I've been watching a lot of stuff from Pinterest, from Estes, and I'm watching a lot of these designers. So when y'all seeing me kind of doing this and doing that, I am really truly into the 3D art dresses and stuff like that. Wanting my stuff to be different, unique, and yeah. So that's what I'm doing behind the scenes. Like I say, this is not a final piece. This is not on there. You might see this dress again, and I might be like, no, I don't like that. So I'm also ironing on interfacing here, and I got to put some boning, because y'all know if I don't like that, I might wind up doing, you know, different, after I put the boning in here, different other 3D stuff. So I'm not 100% sure what I want to do and how I want to do it. So, and remember, this piece ain't finished. This piece is not finished at all. Boning has to go in here. The bottom of the edge got to be sewn down, but I didn't close it because boning is not attached to here yet. So yeah, but this will be closed once I figure out how I want it. I'll close this piece, and boning will be in here, because it's really gonna make it. Interfacing is on here, but no boning or horsehair has been added to this piece yet, because it's gonna make it more stiffer than just the interfacing. So that's kind of what I'll do. I a lot of times I don't know, and I like to get up and brainstorm. So like everything be this, I'm in this 3D world. Like, yeah, I'm in a 3D kind of world. So I'm not 100%. And remember, this piece is not completed the way it needs to be. There's no, the bottom is not attached, because I got to put stuff in here to finish this. But, you know, just the idea, like I might wind up making the sleeve stand out, you know, like that. But there's other things I would have to do to this dress to do that. So that's kind of what I be doing behind the scenes. I be practicing, troubleshooting and stuff like that. So don't be afraid to troubleshoot, change some stuff up. Like I said, the dress is not connected yet. it's not connected. I actually want more of this fabric because I want it to be more fuller than this. So the bottom of the dress. So that's why I haven't connected anything. I'm just thinking out loud, trying to figure out kind of what I want to do. So that's kind of what happens. I just take a thought. I can't even talk. Sorry, guys. And thank you guys for allowing me to just be me and express myself. But this is my thought process, and I just kind of bring it. And sometimes some things I don't like, so I would encourage you, do whatever you feel. Don't take a lot of things that people say about you online, constructive criticism, and it makes you feel some type of way. Don't get real upset about it. You know, take and move on. To all the people that's been helping me and helping, you know, with your comments, I appreciate that, because I don't know everything, and I appreciate you guys saying, hey, tell them about this, and continue to do that, because as a sewing community, we can come together and we can all learn and help each other. Like I said, my platform, I'm not on here trying to say, hey, teaching. I'm just showing what I'm doing, what I'm learning. And it's also a map that, hey, it'd be like, I went through these challenges. Like a lot of times I think people think they could do something one time and they're the master of it. I will go through chapter after chapter after chapter until I get it right. Like even with my hats. So you see, like, the people that watch me, y'all know, like, I also then incorporated hats and stuff like that. So my brain gets creative, and I see the hat with the skull face, and this is a felt hat that I genuinely made from start to finish, and this is on my page. So it's like I create and make a lot of things. So don't be afraid to be different. This is the black one, and I turned this one into patent leather, and they're different, they're unique, they're different. You know, everybody not gonna like your style, but hey, you do what's going to make you happy. So thank you guys for coming to my channel, and I'm brainstorming over here. Even this hat, that big furry hat. So dare to be bold. Everything that I'm making will be used in future projects when I'm filling up to it. The world is getting better. I used to do a lot of fashion shows, and I go to Sister Spokesman here in Minnesota. So if there's somebody in Minnesota and you want to get your work out there, pull up Sister Spokesman. They haven't did it in a while with COVID, but hey, they allow you to come. And what I like about there's no winners. You're not there. I'm better than you. You better than me. My stuff better. Every designer in Minnesota get to showcase their stuff. You get to put your stuff on the runway, and it goes on our local news channel. So I was so shocked. My nephew was like, Auntie, a long time ago. I'm like, well, he said, I saw you on the news. I said, you saw me on the news? He said, yeah, you was on a local news doing a fashion show. And I didn't even know that the news was there. They didn't even tell us that. And my family was calling me and told me I made it on the news. And I'm like, what? Had no idea that the news, our local news station was there, and we was on a little news feedback. So thank you guys for allowing me to come behind the scenes, express my creativity, and also heal with my mental illness. And just because people deal with mental illness, that don't make you crazy. Even some big people deal with mental illness. And you know, I wish everybody happiness, success on any journey that they're doing. So this was going on with me behind the scenes. I'm going to continue to work to make it. Thank you guys for the people that sold, that's reaching out, that's helping me. Yes, I learned online. I don't know everything. So thank you. I love the tips. Let's keep helping each other and make this community grow. And yes, they said, don't forget about the sewing cushions. Yes, the sewing cushions for the pins. And when I showed y'all in the video, this is a magnet that holds your pins. So I got my pins on a magnetic. So a lot of times I drop my pins. So I kind of do the magnetic. And then I also showed y'all the sewing clips. With that being said, thank you guys. Thanks for letting me ramp. And you guys have an awesome Tuesday. Toodles.